then after we finish you, we're going to go to you next. He's going to do the same thing, okay, about what's going on with him. And then he's going to start asking the Q&As. Question here, question here. The reason why we're doing this is because this is going to be in the papers. Meaning that the video is going to be sent to each paper. So you're going to be able to see the video and you're going to be able to see it in the paper. So try to be a little bit more professional, because when it's going in the paper, you ever see in the paper, you can go to NewJersey.com and click on it, you're going to be able to see this on there. So just give me as much as you can give me, but don't go too far, because I want them to know, you know what I'm saying, what it is. And like I said, the one sheets and everything will be in the paper. What you wrote will be in there exactly the way you say it. What you wrote exactly will be in what you said. We need, after that, I want to do after one shot with them together, and that's going to be the shot that's going to be in the paper. All right? We're going to go right here. Rod, he's ready for you to go.
Be professional, gentlemen, and be respectful.
Sorry, you ready, Rod? You ready? Hold on. You yeah. You ready? We're going to clap. Let's go.
Today, October 25th, is the day that we have the gentleman that's going to be involved in the battle for respect. Everybody understand there's only one truth. Truth is only one. And everybody wants that truth. And that truth comes with respect. Today is the day that the gentleman involved in this battle come forth and bring about what we're searching for. I have some questions that I want to ask the gentleman that's involved. And my first question will be to Mr. Thunderfoot Curitan, who's going to be representing Notorious. And after that, I'm going to have some questions for Mr. Alex, who's going to represent Superman. Would you pass this over, please, so I can ask Thunderfoot a few questions? Thunderfoot, I'd just like to ask you, how long have you been involved in martial arts?
I've been in martial arts for 38 years.
And I would like to know how long you've been training and preparing Mark for this fight.
Well, off and on, me and Mark have been training together for about 20 years. You know, every time Mark gets ready for a fight, he calls me.
Exactly. Okay, could you tell us basically just, is there going to be any surprises, anything that will shock and amaze those who are going to be involved in viewing this fight?
Well, I mean, we always come, every time any one of my fighters comes out to fight, they come out and they surprise everybody. They surprise everybody, so, you know, I'm not going to let out any secrets. There's no flim-flam or anything like that. It's real karate, you know. This is what we've been doing for the last 38 years, real karate.
Y'all heard it. I have a question for you, Dexter. Dexter. How are you? I'd like to ask you, how long you been involved with Superman?
Glad to be here. I've been involved with Master Soup for the past, what, 12, 15 years? Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Okay. And the training? Same thing, basically?
Definitely.
Okay. Have you been involved in personally training with him? Or you've been basically letting him train on his own?
Oh, no, I have been involved training with him. And, I mean, as you see, to me, he looks ready to go.
Oh, that's sufficient for me. Now let's get to the parties. Mark Stanberry, Shion, Notorious. I would like to just ask you, what brought about this? Why are we at this moment? Why are we here, and what is this all fight come? Where did this fight come from?
The bottom line, I don't applaud con man when it comes to martial arts. I don't applaud flim-flam when it comes to martial arts and kids. All right? I say this man went from a green belt and bought himself a black belt and awarded himself a master, okay, of his own style, his own system, illusion in his own mind. All right? And I'm about to show him. When we get in this ring, what it's really about, what karate is really about, what it really means to be a martial artist. All right? It's time to put up or shut up. Okay? I won't waste a lot of time going back and forth. I'm not good at that. I can't do that back and forth thing. What I can do is put my hands and my feet together and put you down. All right? And I'm going to show you that.
I have the same question for you. You just heard the man. He's sitting right next to me. I would like to know what's your response to these accusations.
He must be looking at himself in the mirror. He's got to be walking through a desert and watching a mirage. For him to say he remembered me as a green belt, am I correct?
Green belt from Taekwondo?
Green belt from Taekwondo.
That's right.
That's number one. Number two, I graduated myself as master of my own style. Am I correct?
All right, you just said it.
Am I correct?
I'm glad you're honest.
It's another lie. That's number two. Number three, that's real sad. And I'm sad that you said that I'm disfranchising the kid. That hurts me. I feel like turning this table over and knocking you in your
You
mother
should try.
mouth.
You should try.
For just saying that.
You should try.
Listen what I'm saying.
That's what I'm telling
I'm
you.
talking.
You should try.
I'm talking.
I
Give
don't
me a
care
chance.
if you
Let me
talk.
talk.
Hey, talk all
You know what I'm talking
It means
about.
nothing. It
I'm
means
shocked.
nothing.
I'm
It means
shocked
nothing.
just being at this table right now with this man. Because I remember he used to come to me scared to death, needing help.
That's a lie and a half.
I remember, and I'm not the only one that remembers this. You must be thinking I'm gonna crack a dope or something.
You is on
Don't
crack.
forget,
Your
I was a
tooth
leader
falling
since
out. You look
my
like you
tooth
on
got
crack
knocked
dope.
out
Yeah.
and trained.
It's about to happen
And let me
again.
tell you, I didn't let you kill my
It's about
time.
to
Let me
happen
talk.
again.
I know what you're up
It's
to.
about to happen.
It's time to hear the truth. Another sad thing, Grandmaster Breaker is dead. He's not here anymore. And I wish he was. Because other Grandmasters sealed holes for him. The last time I talked to the Grandmaster Breaker, it was when two guys used to be there on 440. I was on my way to one of his dojos in South Carolina. His dojo, not mine. Sumter, South Carolina. And Devil Dose was standing right next to him. And he had these sad puppy eyes, the Grandmaster Breaker. I'm watching him right now. And he said to me, make sure that I learn everything and don't forget the things that I taught him. Even the book that we made copies of. Devil Dose was right there. And I told him, why you talking like that? I said, you don't sound, that's not good to talk like that. He said, don't worry about it, brother. You know, the ones that know him, you know he loved to use brother. We were brothers. We hung out like forget about it. You think it was blood brothers. We trained like that. And this, I ain't gonna call you out yet because you're gonna interrupt. To say that I'm a green belt on the Master Park, you better fact check that. Proof check, excuse me. I have a black belt certified from not only the Grandmaster Breaker, but other Grandmasters that's still alive right here today. I ain't never seen you at one event because you are inside the box, joker. I'm outside the box. I travel. You inside the box. You a wannabe. Now you're a security guard. That's what I call security guard. You're a bodyguard for who? I feel sorry for them clients. Now I done went through James Brown, Isaac Hayes, Mark McDowell, a whole lot of corporate clients of mine and more. Even John Gotti's daughter. And Britney Spears, to mention that, put that for the record. And I've been messing with kids since I was a kid. And I always told them same kids ones that I see today, the older guys, and I'm shocked when I see them. You talking about my tooth. All the progress that I made, because in blood I'm a leader. I'm not a follower. God only made a couple of me. There's not many of me left. And to hear this guy say that is sad. I would shed a tear if I was by myself. To hear him, I was shocked when I got the call that Mark Stanberry want to fight me in the ring. And I had to ask 3 or 4 times, what Mark Stanberry talking about? I wasn't thinking about this Mark. I was thinking about maybe somebody else. But when I found out it was him, I still was shocked. And I said, this guy really want to awaken the lion and the dragon. The things that came out of his mouth was a big shock to me. And for him to spread news around, people laughing right now. Grandmasters and masters. Everywhere. I was just in New Haven, Connecticut, Saturday. I was at Aaron Banks Sunday. They're laughing. People's in Madison Square Garden see me get promoted 3 or 4 times in the garden. Grandmasters and masters. Because of my honor to the Grandmaster Breaker. Honor and respect. You know what? It's like a movie. You know how the student wanted, but he never could. But he paid attention to the other student more than the other one. This what he remind me of. Remember that movie Black Belt? This remind me of that. So now, to me, he disrespected the Grandmaster Breaker and other masters that got their John Hancock on my awards and certificates. And Aaron Banks is one of them, 84 years old today. And no more than me and him put together as far as history. And not enough guys got the nuts and balls to start their own system. This idea was on my mind back in the 80s. In the 80s. And guess what? The Grandmaster Breaker was one of the guys that helped me do it. And kids today, from all of the things that I did today, we're getting up with big progress with my operation to save our young tomorrow's leaders from the gangs and the thugs in the street. So, by the way, one more thing. I own a 9mm Glock 15-shot blue. Papers! But I only, when I do my bodyguard and my bounty hunting stuff, only certain states I can go in. See, this clown don't know who he talking to. Because he inside the box. And you outside the box, you know. And when I came back to Jersey City, more people that's not from Jersey City knew more about me than the person I went to school with. It always ticked me off. I got over 300 students right now. Right now as I speak. Right now. Proof, come and see them. Right now, as I speak, at the Boys and Girls Club. And you know what saddens me? I'm going to tell you what saddens me. When I look out there, I see everything else but us. Now you put that in your pipe and smoke.
Womp, 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 womp. That's a bunch of bullcrap. First off, I'm a federal officer.
That don't mean nothing to me.
No,
that don't mean nothing to me. I have federal officers students. What does that got to do with it? You a punk.
You talk. Well, that's fine.
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? What do I supposed to do for that? All right, you a federal officer. What the hell is that supposed to mean to me? That's what I thought.
Post for post.
You say that to a punk. All right, point system. All right, simple as that.
Post for post. All right, you put up your money, I put up my money. All right, your belt against my belt. All right? And then after that, then we'll see what's up.
You're not changing the rules of the game.
Belt for belt. No,
you're not changing the rules for the game.
We're going to fight. I didn't say we wasn't going to fight.
Okay.
Belt for belt, purse for purse. All right? I win. You bow to me and hand me your belt and shut the fuck up. All right?
Guess what?
I win. You win. I do the same. That's the end of that. We ain't got to do no long story.
No. You know what?
I don't want to hear all that.
That's not gonna happen.
That means nothing. No, because that means you feel you doubt yourself.
No.
You
I'ma
doubt
tell you why.
yourself.
You just
Because if you're the
disrespect me.
real deal,
I'ma do it
then
like
you'll
this.
put up or shut up.
I'm gonna do it like this.
Point blank.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
What
I'm
do
not gonna bow for you, and I'm gonna take your money.
I wish you would.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I wish
What
you
you
would.
wanna do? Don't back up. Don't back up.
Hold up, son. Hold up, son.
I'm not your damn fool out your mouth, punk. You's a faggot. You's a faggot. You's a faggot. You's a punk fanny faggot. No, sit your ass down. You ain't getting out of this. Sit your ass down.
Let's finish this.
You're not getting out of this.
Nah, I'm with you.
Don't let him out the building.
Keep the camera.
Don't let him out the building.
Stay humble, man. Stay humble.
Don't let him out the building.
Jump up,
Sit down.
man. Don't
Have a
jump
seat.
up, my friend.
Can we
Don't
finish?
jump up on me again.
Sit down. Yeah. He trying to get out of this. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Sign the contract.
Have a seat.
Sign the contract.
We know how you sound.
Now listen!
Rob.
Respect me. Respect me. Respect me. Let's finish, man. As you were saying.
Sign a contract.
That's right.
That way you can't back out and I can't back out. Again, I'm offering the side bet because I'm sure of myself. I don't practice karate no more. Mention karate if I lose. And the same for you. Alright?
That ain't happening.
Because you're not sure.
That's not happening.
You're not sure. Because
Don't
if you
do
could
what
beat a
technique.
man like me,
No, it's not happening like that.
you wouldn't say it.
We don't listen.
Alright? I don't want to do no more talking.
Listen, Judas.
Give me a contract.
Those who know who
Judas, you
Judas
trying to
is,
get
this
in
is
the family.
Judas. This is Judas.
You trying to get
This
in the
is
family.
those that go to the Quran and the Bible.
Us-
Look up Judas. This is Judas.
Let's finish this up. Let's finish this up. Finish it.
It's my turn.
Yes, sir. I got the microphone. Finish up. You got the last bit.
You know, it's something. All these years, this guy had some kind of jealousy and a purpose to it. And he feels today that he can come into this movement and dishonor me. See, but you was miscalculating. Because I'm deeper than I ever was. Even when I started the Barbarians. As of today, these guys are entrepreneurs. 2 of them are lawyers. A lot of them are reverends. And a lot of them in the military, things like that. So we did a lot of things. And guess what? They all wasn't in Jersey City. But my point is this. This guy, he's got to be shut. I got to shut him up. He done opened up the dragon and the tiger. So you got both of them coming out. This Judas, his name is not Mark Stanberry. It's Judas to me. And I'm a warrior of God. And I must